Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. As always, want to thank you guys for supporting the channel. All the viewers, all the subscribers out there, immensely appreciate the support. If you guys do like the video series, if you guys do like the content, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. And if you are a subscriber, make sure to hit that bell button to get alerts and updates on all new content posted on the channel. Today I thought I'd take another look at KODK here, Kodak, to talk about some of the dangers of investing in penny stocks. And I would consider Kodak here a penny stock. As you can see here over the last week, the stock price has absolutely exploded here, rising from $3 and a few cents up over, at one point, I believe, $12. It has trended back here a bit to $9. But I'd like to talk about trading in these types of securities, these types of stocks, and why they are very high risk and, for the most part, very low payoff. There's a lot of risk, and you can lose quite a bit of money by investing in these types of securities. You can also see the warrants here, KODK Plus, equal growth here, 5,800% so far over the past week here, and KODK Plus A here, again, similar fashion, 2,124% gain. So these stocks, fortunately, are not traded on Robinhood. This one is, and if we take a look at its 1-year and 5-year graphs here, you can see that this is not a very good company. Kodak at one point was a very high-quality blue-chip company. I believe it was a 130-year-old company that went through bankruptcy in 2013, and this is really what's accounting for this graph here. And since it emerged from bankruptcy, you can see here the business model has not been supported by revenue growth or really any profit at all. And you can see the price has dwindled all the way down to $3.30 there. You can see the Q4 earnings here. Surprisingly, there are some positive earnings here, but again, very, very poor earnings growth. And this company really does not have a good foothold or a very good business operation at all. So what accounts for this big jump in the stock price? Well, if you watched my last video, it's all because this company announced that it will be jumping into blockchain technology, into the digital ledger system that blockchain uses to develop its own coin, Kodak coin, that apparently will help photographers monetize their photos. So there's really no new technology here, and there's really no business plan in place either. Reading through some articles about the transition, apparently the CEO mentioned or made known that the company was only really developing this business plan for about 90 days or so before it made its big announcement, and that big announcement here drove the price of the stock. So really there is nothing here more than a company saying that it's going to develop a cryptocurrency coin, and because of that, a lot of investors jumped on the bandwagon, and you can see here propelling the price of the stock all the way up. So this is really like some of the other more well-known companies doing this. For example, the Long Island Iced Tea Corporation, as well as Rich Cigars Incorporated. Both of these companies also had very large spikes in the price of their stocks simply by mentioning that they're completely changing their business model and switching over to blockchain technology. Probably one of the more well-known ones is Riot Blockchain as well. It used to be a pharmaceutical company, and now it apparently is a blockchain company. So the very, very big danger behind these companies is this momentum trading here. You can see here, for no apparent reason, no good business model in place, simply by some news of a company jumping into blockchain technology. The company rose from $3 to $12, and you can see here it's pulled back quite considerably. So if you were to jump into any of this trading activity here, you would have already lost quite a bit of money, and you'll probably never get that back, because the more people read about this company and really figure out what's going on behind this company, they will understand that there is no business model in place, and there really is no way that this company is ever going to produce a profit from this type of technology. There are literally hundreds of different types of cryptocurrency coins out there. I believe every month there are a few dozen new ones that are being essentially pushed on investors from a number of various entities, companies, much like Kodak is doing here. The only real big difference is that Kodak got some momentum because it is, or at one point was, a very well-respected blue chip company that decided to change its business model, and because of that, it got a lot of press. A lot of investors jumped on board, and you're going to lose a lot of money if you jump in now, because there's really nothing driving this company at all. There's no business plan. There's no way that this company is really going to monetize this unless it can convince a lot of investors to jump on board with its technology, and I don't believe that's going to happen. I think it's going to be doing a lot of what Riot Blockchain has been doing, lots of very big price fluctuations, but really the overall theme is that it will jump up here, and then it's going to kind of continue to trend down here. And there are some opportunities, I suppose, to jump into some swing trading here, but if you hold this company for any significant period of time, you're going to lose a lot of money. And that's the big key takeaway that I want you guys to realize, is that jumping into these types of companies, you can't really hold out like you could a blue chip company. When I do a lot of my day in swing trading, I jump into companies that if I can't get out of a trade, for example, if I bought in, unfortunately, at this price here at $12.75, and the company has pulled back here to $9, you can ride out some of the short-term volatility with the blue chip company, hold it for the longer term, pick up its great dividend, and then hopefully at some point be able to get out of that stock with a positive swing trade or a longer-term buy and hold trade. But with these types of companies, the longer you hold them, the more money you're going to lose, which is kind of illustrated here over the last 1 year graph and over the last 5 years as well. You can see even with this great price increase here, the company is still down quite a large margin here, 65.21%. So I would definitely stay away from these types of companies. If you had the information prior to this announcement, back in this area here, this would be a great investment, but really that's not able to be done. And this is just really what is called a pump and dump scheme. You get other investors kind of with some momentum trading here. As more investors jump on to the momentum here, the price surges, more investors find out about this stock, want to get a part of that action, jump on board as well. And the price of the stock can climb quite considerably before it pulls back quite a bit as well. Because even with this nice big price spike here, you can see that the market cap for this company is only $391.92 million. So this is a very, very small company. And you can just imagine that even here, this is probably a $100 million company, which seems like quite a bit of money, but in the corporate world, that is a very, very small company. A lot of the companies I invest in are 100+ billion with regards to the market cap. So you can see this is a very, very small company, a tiny company in comparison. So just wanted to highlight that here. I know a number of viewers on the channel wanted me to talk about KODK again. A lot of new investors, new viewers on the channel who don't have a lot of experience on the stock market. We're wondering if this would be a very good stock to jump into. So I would have to say it is not a good stock to jump into. Again, I just want to point out I'm not a financial professional. You should not take my advice for any trading activity that you do. But in my own personal opinion, this is a classic penny stock here that had some momentum trading here, kind of developing into a pump and dump scheme. And I think if you take a look at this stock, in a few months, the price will be much more like $3 or $4 rather than $10+ as it has been over the past week here. So just wanted to kind of point that out. Again, this video was prompted by a number of viewer requests, so definitely appreciate you guys giving some feedback on the channel for video ideas. So that is my thought on KODK, as well as some of the dangers of getting into penny stocks. They're very, very high risk, and they're very good ways of losing all of your money. And the payoff is quite small in comparison to the level of risk that you undergo. And you can't really hold these stocks for the longer term. If you hold the stock more than a couple of trading days, you're probably holding it too long just because of the very high volatility that is inherent to penny stocks. So hope that helped some of you guys out. Again, this is a video in response to some viewer comments. Don't want to make the video too long, so I'll kind of end it here. If you guys have any good suggestions for videos, let me know. If you guys have any good comments about this video or other videos, let me know as well down below. Or if there's anything else that you could take away from this particular trade here with KODK, the stock price really skyrocketing by simply some news put out by the company, let me know. Really interested to hear what you guys think about all of these companies jumping into blockchain and having their prices spike like Kodak has, like Riot Blockchain has, like some of the other companies that have completely switched their business models to blockchain, from a variety of underlying companies, from cigars to biotech companies to Long Island iced tea company. Very, very interesting. So yeah, let me know either way. And kind of with that, I'll end the video, and we'll see you guys next time.